Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Volley Rally. Today, I'm joined by Kim Grubb with the Cooper Auto Group. Kim, we've had you on here a couple of times, but we have something really special and different to talk about this time. Well, thanks for taking the time to be on here with me.
Oh, I'm honored that you're having me again.
Well, just so you all know how much Kim really appreciates Volley and wants to take the time, Kim, why don't you tell everyone what is going on at your home right now that you need to take care of when we hop off?
Well, I have a townhome and I never use my spare bedroom for anything but storage and extra closet space. And I went in there to get a jacket this morning and the carpet splashed. So I realized things aren't going to get any wetter. I'm going to head out and do my volley meeting.
And I hope that is true.
Me
So,
too.
well, thanks for taking the time here and being eager to hop on. Kim
Sure.
is one of the members of our first Volley 20 group that we put together for the service BDC teams, and she wanted to come on and share her experiences and talk about how beneficial these have been. So, I guess to start, Kim, what made you want to join the 20 group to begin with?
Well, just the fact that it was an arena that I could talk to a peer because as a fixed operations BDC director, you know, this is kind of a new thing in the industry. It's probably been, hyped up going on the past 5 years. And it's just kind of been a little forgotten niche that really is important as far as fixed operations. We're we're bringing in just through outbound calls 20% of the appointment volume for the auto group. So fixed operations BDCs are a thing that's going to be huge and just it keeps getting bigger. And I had no one to go, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Or how are you doing your pay plans? Or what do you think the best way to present this situation is? And it I jumped at the chance when I was told that it might be coming. I think I was asking Joanne and Liza every time I spoke to them, like twice a month, hey, that 20 group coming? Is that 20 group coming? And our owners have a resource of 20 groups. Our sales managers have that. Our marketing managers have that. Our service managers have that. All these people have these 20 groups where they can meet with their peers and discuss things. And I just kind of felt off by the wayside. So I was really excited whenever you guys did this and brought us into it and not knowing at all how it was going to be or what, it was going to do. I was still excited.
Well, so with these groups, we have three virtual sessions a year and one in-person meeting. And so obviously the in-person meetings are awesome, but can you talk a little bit about some of the value you get even out of the virtual sessions?
Just the fact that I might be sitting here thinking, I need to figure this particular aspect out. And somebody else will bring it up and go, I was trying to figure this out and I did this. And immediately, all of us sharing ideas and our best practices and just obstacles that we come up against that nobody else really understands, and having that peer to talk to. And the information sharing is awesome. I can't imagine another 20 group that is as active and lively as ours is. We have that little shared email chat, and we're constantly, even when we're not meeting, going back and forth with each other, different things, with the OEMs and different programs that'll come out. What are you doing to overcome this? How are you boosting this? And just being able to talk to people that have the exact same situations that I have has been great. One thing, for instance, at our first in person, we started talking about compensation of our agents and things like that. And my mind was literally blown by me thinking, oh, yeah, I've got this killer pay plan and I'm doing this right. And I was doing it completely wrong. And I came back, adjusted some things, went back and forth with some of my other members of the group and changed my pay plans. And I looked this morning just to see, if I knew what I was talking about today. And my productivity went up 30% as far as outbound appointments, outbound calls made, and inbound appointments, calls converted to appointment. 30% is big. And it's all because getting together with other people that do the exact same thing that I do. And, my auto group is not angry about my increases.
Well, I would sure hope not.
No.
So, it's a huge increase in productivity, and it definitely speaks to the impact of trading ideas and tweaking your pay plans and your strategies based on what your fellow members are saying. And just to say it out loud, we get a ton of value out of the 20 groups as well. But it really meant a lot to us after the first in-person meeting when Kim got up and she said what she said earlier on this call. She said, "Oh, this was way better than I ever could have thought about. My boss, my boss's boss, everyone else in the dealership has a resource that they can talk to similar peers. This meant a lot to us. We get a ton out of it too, but Kim, we really appreciate that that we're not wasting your time when we host the meetings here."
Oh no, it is the most valuable thing. And Jake, I almost don't even think of it as a 20 group. I almost think of it as training because we go over so many different things. And the thing is about the productivity increase, I didn't know that I was not doing it the best way. I never would have known if we hadn't all collaborated together and talked about these things. I wouldn't have come back and adjusted the things that needed to be adjusted, and I wouldn't have had the increase. It's all
Hmm.
because I was put in the situation to speak and listen. And sometimes you think, you know, in the 20 group, oh, nobody's going to be interested in this particular thing that I, might want to say. And it's silly because it's so open and you guys are such great moderators. Nothing is, forbidden to talk about. Just we let it out and we all talk about everything. And so many things get solved that on my own, I never would have figured out so quickly.
Hmm. Can you speak to the difference in I guess, just the camaraderie, uh, pre first in-person meeting and then after? I mean, how was that experience for you?
It was, well, I liken it to, I used to feel like I was on this desert island all by myself and just trying to figure this whole department out. And it's been 5 years since we originated this. And I felt, I didn't really have anybody to go to or to talk to about things. And then getting to meet and sit down and have lunches and dinners and the whole 20 group meeting experience with people that do the same thing that I do and to develop those friendships that it really is awesome whenever I'm stumped about something or maybe there's a new OEM release that I don't know the best way to handle. I just reach out to one of my buddies and I go, hey, I know you guys have Ford as well. What are you doing about this? And it is a constant almost fellowship of I don't feel like I'm on that island anymore. I feel like, I'm in the suburbs and I've got other people out here that know what I'm doing. And I don't feel just abandoned and trying to figure it out on my own anymore.
Well, that's great to hear. And for our part, we value the time as well. I mean, we talk about upcoming things for Volley, talk about current things, and gather a lot of feedback as well, in addition to just, non-Volley topics that we talk about as well. And we also certainly have, get some good camaraderie time with the members too, though we do want your focus to be to speak with your peers. We all greatly enjoy the time. We have inside jokes now. I mean, We're never going to let Kim live down that she made the wrong turn 2 years ago. I mean, it's never going to happen.
They're calling me 1 minute before the meeting's supposed to start and telling me I'm late when it hasn't started yet. Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about this most recent one. No, you were coming in hot, that's for
I was
sure.
coming in hot. I was. And you mentioned the things that we talk about as far as the volley subjects at our 20 group. And, you know, you guys keep innovating and upgrading, and it just keeps getting better. And maybe I haven't been using some of these new features to the best of my ability or to the best that they'll help me. And whenever we're all together and you guys are right there, being able to ask those questions about, what's the best way to use this? Or how are you using this new feature? And coming back like, wow, I've got a whole grasp of the whole thing now. I'm not just using a piece of it. I'm actively buying into the whole program. And that is invaluable. And plus, you guys give great gifts.
Well, definitely, Wendy, when you're watching this and get it posted on YouTube, definitely pat yourself on the back because she does all of the planning there. I had nothing to do with it.
Well,
So,
she's amazing.
well, Kim, we really appreciate you taking the time with the groups in general and everything you do for us, all the kind words and especially today. Any final thoughts that you'd want someone tuning in to, if they're thinking of signing up for Volley and thinking about joining one of these groups? Any final thoughts?
I do have final thoughts. And anyone thinking about signing up for Volley, please feel free to reach out to me and see how it's changed my BDC as far as what we're doing now versus what we were doing before we got Volley. And then as far as the 20 group, there is it it's nominal fee to be in these 20 groups. I mean, I just feel like it's just not very much at all. And what you guys give back is amazing. It's worth its weight in gold as far as the opportunities to increase your business, and it pays for itself within months.
Well, the nominal, appreciate that. The nominal is we throw a couple dinners and we've hired our moderator, David Kane. So it is um, we definitely aren't doing it to make any money. We're doing it because we want to, I mean, we get a lot out of it too. And we know
And
you
it's
do too.
fun.
And
It's a
it's fun.
blast.
It is a blast. I am looking at the calendar here and thinking, oh man, I got to start putting together the agenda for our next meeting next month. So, Kim, be looking out for a survey with topics that are on your mind. So,
I'll take
well,
care of it.
thank you so much for joining me, Kim. I really appreciate it. And everyone tuning in, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thanks, Jake.